Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for July 14th, 2014. It is currently 6:17 a.m. It's a little bit of an early start this morning as I'll be on the road, so I'll be busily trying to travel back up to New York City and at the same time doing severe threat analysis. It's going to be a very busy day for me, that is for sure. So currently what we have in place throughout the region is a very muggy atmosphere with temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s along the immediate coast, especially around Long Island, and lower to mid 70s throughout much of the rest of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, making for a rather muggy morning with areas of low clouds and fog reducing visibility below 2 miles in some locations. So we clearly have plenty of moisture located throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area that will feed the potential for widespread showers and thunderstorms today and tomorrow, leading to the potential for some pretty significant flash flooding threats throughout the region. So if you didn't get rain last night, you're going to have a chance to see a lot more over the next 48 hours, ranging anywhere from 1 to 3 inches region-wide and as much as 5 inches in some heavy downpours. So it's going to be a very interesting couple of days throughout the region. Now here we have the latest surface map. And you can see kind of what's setting up here. Here are your disturbances ahead of the cold front. And this is your primary cold front. And then this is one very impressive polar high pressure system. Temperatures this morning over Canada range from the mid to upper 40s. You kind of get an idea of just how strong this cold front is, which is well below normal for this time of year, even in the morning for central Canada. So we're clearly dealing with a rather strong polar air mass. And here's our surface low pressure system with our cold front at about 993 millibars, which again is pretty strong for this time of year, to the south and west of the Hudson Bay. So what we're going to be seeing here is that this cold front is going to slowly inch to the east, and these disturbances will move out ahead of the cold front, producing widespread showers and thunderstorms. These thunderstorms will have the potential to be severe. Already on the radar this morning, you can see a few of these showers already developing throughout the region. They're pretty weak right now, but we still have the capability of producing some rather heavy downpours. And it's going to be interesting to see how these showers set up low mesoscale boundaries throughout the region that could enhance other thunderstorms this afternoon. It's a rather complicated and volatile weather pattern over the next 48 hours with these showers and thunderstorms rotating through the region from southwest to northeast. And so with that, there's going to be a lot of competing interests in terms of thunderstorm development and the potential for severe thunderstorms moving forward. I don't think this is a threat for widespread severe weather. I think this is a threat for widespread heavy rainfall. And I'm going to show you why in just a moment. On the infrared satellite picture, you see all these low clouds here that are basically streaming through southern Pennsylvania into New Jersey, into the New York City metropolitan area. This is the first clue here. I think what we're seeing here is a lot of low-level moisture, a lot of cloud cover, and that's going to limit your temperature potential. So, for example, earlier on in the week and over the weekend, we were expecting high temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Now it's more like the mid to upper 80s because we see that there's more cloud cover in place. However, if you're in northeastern Pennsylvania, northern Pennsylvania, that's where it gets a little bit more interesting because you have clear skies and a potential for those temperatures to really warm up and destabilize the atmosphere. So if I'm going to focus severe weather, I'm thinking more around northeastern Pennsylvania, up towards the Mohawk River Valley and around Albany. If I'm thinking heavy rainfall, I'm focusing more towards our neck of the woods. And it's going to be interesting to see those dynamics set up, because sometimes what happens is that these thunderstorms become very strong and severe to the north and south of the northern Mid-Atlantic, while the northern Mid-Atlantic gets weaker thunderstorms with heavier rainfall potential in place. Now, one very interesting observation I've noticed with the water vapor satellite picture is the upper level winds. The green are the mid-level winds and the blue are the upper level winds. And if you notice here, I know it's a little bit mixed up here, but notice the upper level winds are basically lined up along and parallel to the cold fronts. So what that basically means is that these cold fronts are going to be slow to move. So you're going to have these disturbances here that are set up basically from the southern plains into the Ohio River Valley, traveling from southwest to northeast over the next 48 hours, training over the same area. That leads to a high threat for heavy rainfall throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, and yes, severe weather as well. But again, because of all the cloud cover and competing interests, all the disturbances moving around, I think the severe thunderstorm threat is going to be limited and the heavy rain threat will be more enhanced over the next 48 hours. Now, that does not mean you won't see a severe thunderstorm. These thunderstorms, if they do become severe, will be capable of very strong wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. Small hail because the atmosphere overall is rather warm up to this point. And very heavy rainfall, obviously, with rainfall rates exceeding an inch per hour in some of these thunderstorms. Heavy tropical-like thunderstorms can be expected here, and also frequent lightning. Now, as far as the tornado aspect, there will be some wind shear in place, so there is a threat for an isolated tornado, but I stress the word isolated here. We clear out with the severe threat once this cold front moves through, and that's going to be on Wednesday morning. Now, there's going to be showers lingering on through Wednesday afternoon as that cold front exits, but the severe threat, I think, will be highlighted today, lingering tomorrow, and gone by Wednesday. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance using the PennState EWOL website, and of course, looking at the European model guidance. For today, a very volatile day. Showers and thunderstorms moving through the region. Notice the trough here is what's called a positive tilt. It's basically lined up from northeast to southwest, and so that lines up showers and thunderstorms rotating through the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area for today, basically from the Tennessee River Valley up through the New York City metropolitan area. And so that's going to keep the threat for training thunderstorms over the region. Temperatures today will range from the mid to upper 80s throughout much of the region, lower to mid 80s along the immediate coast, especially on Long Island. For tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms are lingering with that cold front slowly moving through the region. Again, a high threat for flash flooding with all the showers and thunderstorms training over the region. Notice the upper level trough is more of a neutral trough, so I don't think we're going to see as much training as what we're going to see today from southwest to northeast, but still showers and thunderstorms clearly present throughout the region. Temperatures will range from the lower to mid 70s for lows and mid to upper 80s for highs throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. And then on Wednesday, that cold front will be inching off the coast very slowly, with scattered showers lingering throughout the region, clearing out in the evening. Much cooler conditions can be expected, mid to upper 60s for lows with the tropical air mass still hanging on, but by the afternoon, high temperatures only in the upper 70s to lower 80s throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, which will average anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees below normal for this time of year. High pressure will be in control for Thursday and for Friday, leading to tranquil weather conditions and, for the most part, cool temperatures. So looking at low temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s over the interior, lower to mid 60s everywhere else. High temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast, lower to mid 80s throughout the rest of the region for highs. We should be around 86 to 88 degrees. Instead, we'll be around 80 to 85, which is, again, below normal. Again, this isn't a tremendously cold air mass. It's just below normal for this time of year. And the strength of this trough is a bit unusual, but it's not going to last all that long. Now, with this new pattern in place, we are going to have the threat for breaking our string of perfect weather conditions for the weekend, with disturbances moving through on Saturday and Sunday, leading to the threat for scattered showers and an isolated thunderstorm or two. Again, not a washout, but certainly far more volatile and unsettled than what we've been experiencing over the past couple of weekends. Temperatures will again average near to slightly below normal, with mid to upper 60s for lows and lower to mid 80s for highs. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather at Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.